Yo people, your girl Adap is back with another vlog. So let's travel with me to Sydney from Canberra. We started our journey at around 6 a.m. in the morning, and for your information, it takes almost 3 hours or a bit more to reach Sydney from Canberra. I tell you people, I'm a girl with motion sickness. I used to get sick when I travel a long distance. Even back then in Bhutan, even when I had to travel from Punakha to Thimphu, I used to sleep the entire journey because I used to get sick. But this time it's different. I was so excited to explore Sydney, I couldn't sleep and I did not want to miss any scenes. It was definitely a beautiful journey. And you know what? I got to see Lake George, which was approximately 40 kilometers. Oh my god, it was so huge. And seeing that when you are traveling by car was like amazing. And I caught something beautiful, like the morning clouds. Oh my god, it was so beautiful. See? Really beautiful. Around 8:15 a.m., we took our coffee break here at this place and I grabbed myself a ham sandwich. I usually don't eat breakfast. I don't prefer to eat breakfast, but at that time I was so hungry that I had to eat something and so I thought that I should eat this ham sandwich, but it was good. It was simple and good because I love ham and sausage. And yes, around 9:30ish we reached Sydney. Yep, finally reached Sydney, and that's the Sydney airport. It was not as grand as I thought it would be. It was just a simple, I don't know how to say, but I thought it would be very grand. Upon reaching Sydney, Achu parked our car in a parking lot inside the city, which was around $15 for the entire day because we were not familiar with the place and the traffic lights, and the traffic in Sydney was so bad. So we took Didi to explore the place. So the first place that we visited was the Sydney Opera House, and I was extremely excited because the Sydney Opera House is one of the most famous structures in the world, and getting to see it in real was a dream come true for me. I was really happy, and it was so beautiful, guys. And you know what? Initially, I thought looking at the pictures of it on brochures and movies and whatsoever, I thought it was a single structure, but upon reaching there, I found that it was three different structures. I kind of feel that due to my poor camera skills, I could not justify the beauty of the place. But I tell you, people, it was extremely beautiful. It was a great experience for me. So that's the harbor bridge, and yes, that's the city part, I believe. I hope I'm not wrong. I'm pretty much sure that's the city. Due to lack of time, I could not go to the harbor bridge, but yeah, I got to see with my eyes, so that was fine. Anyhow, Achu and Ajim bought me this ticket for the Sydney Opera tour. Unfortunately, they could not because at that time there was just one ticket left and they sacrificed it for me. They told like since they live in Canberra, they could go some other days and I could take this opportunity. So I took it and I was extremely happy. Thank you so much, Achu and Ajim. Also, guys, let me tell you, when we went inside, we were not allowed to take videos or take pictures of the place, and that's why I have nothing much to show. Let me be very honest, guys, the tour was worth it. Like, I'm someone who doesn't fancy museum, zoo, or I don't prefer having a guide because I easily get bored because all the time we have to listen, right? But that time it was different. Like, I really enjoyed it. Looking at the structures, listening to the stories behind the structure was really amazing, really fascinating, and thoroughly enjoyed the guide. Since we were not allowed to take videos, as in the guide told us that we are allowed to take pictures in this particular place, I took pictures of these ones, but this cannot justify the beauty, the real thing that's inside the structure. But I enjoyed it. After my tour, we had a light brunch because we were already kind of full with the breakfast that we had earlier. And that's it in the Sydney Opera House. Unfortunately, Achu and Ajim could not enjoy, but I did, and I'm guilty for that. Anyhow, we moved to the next place to explore, and oh my god, Didi and Uber are so expensive in Sydney compared to Perth. Like for just 5 to 8 minutes of drive, it is almost like 20 to $25. And that's quite expensive, but I can't complain over this one. Off we went to our next destination. That is the Sydney Tower, Eyes of Sydney. It is said that you could see the entire Sydney through this tower, and also this tower is 309 meters tall, so it's an extremely tall building or structure. I was really curious about the tower because I've been seeing lots of videos on TikTok about it, and I thought it would be such a hype. I would get lots of good pictures and videos in that tower. But guys, to my dismay, I did not, and it was not as grand as I thought it would be. I initially thought that the floors would be made of glass, but it was not. It was just this normal structure with these huge windows where we could see the Sydney city, but it was just that. For $27, you just get to see this view. And I'm not someone who fancy height. I kind of get scared of height, and that's just it. But it was a good experience though. Also, if you pay more, they give you safety gears, but you need a group to do that, and they let you go one level higher outside the tower and you get to see the same view again. But I thought it is not worth it. I love this boba so much, the gingerbread one. I did not try this in Perth. And yes, we went again to stroll inside the city. Sydney is so crowded, like unlike Perth, it's so big and huge, and there's literally like building of the brands, and it was very expensive. Unfortunately, I couldn't buy anything because the things that I want was not there, and the things that were there were very expensive, so I could not buy anything. At around 4:30, we decided to have early dinner since we have to return back to Canberra. So Ajim suggested a place. It's called the Darling Harbour. So she also wanted to try the seafood basket. So we went to Darling Harbour. It was quite near the city, so we walked, and it was like almost 15 to 20 minutes walk. At that time, it was particularly very crowded because there was this competition, kayak competition amongst different age group, I believe. Unfortunately, I lost videos of that competition, but yes, we thoroughly enjoyed the competition. It was something new for me. And while watching the competition, I got this gelatin ice cream. It's dragon fruit one. And to be honest, I did not like it because it was so sweet. And I don't have a sweet tooth. So after our early dinner at Darling Harbour, we decided to head back to the parking lot to get our car. So this is it, my day at Sydney, and this credit goes to Achunawang and Ajim Diki. Thank you so much, Achu and Ajim, for giving me this wonderful day at Sydney. I thoroughly enjoyed it, and I loved my experience there at Sydney. So at around 7:30ish, we headed back to Canberra from Sydney, and at around 10:30 or so, we reached our home, and it was an amazing day. Also, thank you so much guys for watching my videos. Look forward to my upcoming videos. Thank you for your love and support. Bye bye.